All right, this is the LMI Welding rear seat lift for a 2011 F-150 Super Crew. It's everything it comes with. Got a bag of bolts and instructions, it looks like. I assume these attach to the back of the truck for the back of the seat. And then these are the lift blocks. Those are for the side and the front. So you got 2, 4, 6 lift blocks. 2 parts for the front, and then the back piece. So we'll see how this goes. So this is the back of the seat. So it attaches right there. So if you lift your seat up like halfway, you can actually reach your hand behind and pull this up. So it will unlatch and you can fold the whole thing. All right, so there are 4 bolts behind the seat that you have to remove. And then 1 on each side. Oh, I'm gonna flip it up. There's 2 more in the middle there. Pretty simple so far.
Driven Daily fans, we're installing this seat lift, right? So, what tools are you gonna need? That's a question everybody needs to know. 19 for the kits tool, or bolts. So you're gonna need that. The factory stuff is an 18, so you need some wrenches, set of sockets, ratchet, Mighty Car Mods fans, a DAC, wrenches. The bolts for the seat latch are 11s, so you'll need an 11. You will also need that T30 Torx bit in some form, whether it's just a regular Torx Allen wrench or something like this that fits onto a ratchet. That's the tools. That basic, so let's jump into this and let's get this knocked out.
Gonna go through first.
Gotcha. Okay guys, what Joey was trying to say here is these brackets here, there's going to be 4 of them. So we've got those 2 over there. Don't mind Joey's power wire from his non-subs that he's got right now. I'll just hide that a little bit better now. Alright, whoop, camera running all over the place. Okay, so you see 1, 2, 3, and then the 4th one will be here. We'll clean all this wiring up while we're here and at it. But we did have to find that. Whoop, whoop, whoop. You've got to take and slide the bracket here over this stud, but put this nut and bolt through here first, and then put the nut back on. What do you think of the kit so far?
Pretty straightforward. Just gotta remember the back bolts to make sure you put the bolts through before you put the bottom bolts on.
Talking about right here, these bolts here, because of the way that Ford did this. See if I can get the camera to twist around and do what I want it to do here. So because of these bolts here, they obviously won't fit through there. These are your factory bolts that are stuck in the floor. So you gotta stick them through with the factory nut under the bracket. This bolt here is an 18 mil. So you're going to use that on that. All right. So instructions, things like that, Joey, what do you...
The paper instructions that come with it are kind of cheap and not very good, but the kit itself is great. I'd say another 15 minutes here, we'll be wrapped up and ready to go on about our business.
Okay, one thing that we did know in the instructions, it doesn't really tell you about these brackets other than it just says in the center, which isn't very descriptive, because center of the truck, is it widthwise or lengthwise? If you happen to find their video does tell you. We were able to find their video. If you can't find their video, hopefully you find our video. But it is towards the center of the truck if you're looking widthwise. So between door to door, center of the truck is the way that you're wanting that. So make sure that that is the way you guys put those brackets. There is 6 of them. Now that we've got that done, got everything tightened up, we're going to set the seat back up and show you guys from there. Okay guys, so where Joey's working right now on this front seat here, they didn't really describe well where they want the washers put. From the best we can tell, the washer should go here up front because the hole in the bracket or in the seat itself is pretty big and won't fit that away. So you've got new bolt there for the factory, all of that, and then we'll get those put in, and then this is that back stuff there. So there's your seat elevated, like I said, you know, good 2 inches, which is what the kit is claiming it is. So we'll get it buttoned up and then we'll be right back. Low torque.
Oh. Oh, that's too lucky.
So what do we got going on, Joey?
Well, the bottom bolt is not the right size, so you gotta drill it out just a hair.
Alright, so what we found, guys, when we stopped the record there, is this bottom bolt here, this one, on the factory bracket. For whatever reason, the holes are not always drilled out the same. So on their video, what they were saying is to go ahead and just drill it out 1 size bigger, which is all that we had to do to make it fit. So you guys will be good.
I feel like they should have a washer on the back side.
Alright guys, so once you adjust this bottom bolt here so that the nut goes through there, which they really should have given you a little bit longer bolt, but they didn't. Either way, you take these 2 out, which is a Torx 30. Pull these 2 factory bolts out, pop the bracket off, slide this in, and then put back into those holes. The only thing that we did notice when we flipped this up, come on, is this bracket right here is your latch. For some reason,
it's good where it's at, don't touch it. The seat lifts it as it goes up.
Well, hopefully this is in the right spot. We had to adjust it the first time and drop it way down. We'll see what happens. But just know if you can't get the seat to latch once you do that, you got to move this until it finds the right spot, which you shouldn't ever have to do that again, so that shouldn't matter. But you see we've got Joey's side up and all that. All right, Joey, so final words, final thoughts.
Definitely do it with a buddy. Seat's a little heavy. Instructions leave too much to the imagination. We had to undo a few things and redo a few things. Overall, pretty easy install. Took us about an hour.
Remember, guys, an hour we were recording.
Yeah, correct. And then their bolts from the factory are 19 millimeter or 3/4.
Ford's factory are 18.
Ford's factory are 18, so just a heads up, you're going to need that as well. Other than that, yeah, ready to go. Now I can actually fit some, hopefully some decent subs under the back seat so I can put some boom back in my truck.
So as you guys can see there, quite a big difference of space under your seat. It is a 2-inch block, so remember that, keep that in mind. So you are lifting the whole seat up 2 inches. One of the things that we liked about the kit when we were starting to play with it is, Joey, go ahead and hop up in there, is completely different. Side note is it actually takes and lifts the seat up. Joey still has headroom there. You can see he's still got headroom. The headrests do have to be all the way down or they will hit the ceiling, but he's got all that room there. But now his knees are bent to a comfortable, for an adult, level. So it does kind of make your, what's 10, 11? 11 to 14. F-150 crew cab. It does make the seats, which kit probably is the same for the extended cab?
They make a completely different kit for
different. Okay, so make sure you do get the right kit. We will link the kit in the description.
Yep, it's a LMI Welding.
We will also take and put the part number in the description. I'll put the part number up on the screen right here somewhere. All in all, seems like a pretty good kit. We'll see how it works when we ride, but not a whole lot to it. Closing notes, Joey?
Nothing. I got nothing.
He's got nothing.
Let's go drink a beer.
All right. Stay tuned for the next one, guys. Thanks for coming along. If we have any real issues later on down the road with the kit,
We'll update the video.
We'll update the video. We'll add it to the end. We'll put a comment down. We'll do something. Peace.